Alright, hey, Hazebig here, and welcome to the next video in the track wheel building saga. Alright, so in the last video, we installed this wonderful Dunlop Moto 3 slick tire. It's on there, and I balanced the wheel. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to go install it on the bike, and then we're going to see how the fitment is. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have any fitment issues, because we're using a skinny tire, so I say, okay. And then we'll install it on the bike, and then I'll install the rim decal that I got, like I installed on the front, and then yeah, we'll see how it all comes together, and it'll finally be done. Okay, so I do want to point out that I did tighten the spokes a little bit today. All right, what I did is I went around and I tightened it like 1/8 turn. All right, not a lot. I tightened each spoke 1/8 turn. All right, so it's a little tighter now. I noticed they were a little loose yesterday when I was trying to install the tire. And then I went around one more time again, and I made sure all the spokes are tight. Okay, there was maybe 3 or 4 that I tightened a little bit. Okay, and so that's what I did. And then now we're gonna go ahead and install it. All right, here we go. Alright, I got the new wheel here and my street wheel right here. So this is we could do like a quick comparison between the two while I got them both off the bike. This one is a 100 width tire, and this is a 90. It's a 90, yeah. Yeah, this is a 90 width tire. So this one's just a little bit wider. All right, it's not by much. Okay, I'm just holding the wheels between my legs right now. Okay. So you can definitely see the difference between a slick tire and a tire that has freaking tread. The tread is really deep on these Michelin Pilot Street tires. All right, you can definitely see that that this is wider. All right, this is a 100 width tire, and this is a 90 width tire. All right. Also, another thing you might want to note is how tall the tire is. It's roughly the same height. If anything, this one's a little taller. 1080/70, yeah. So I think this is wider. Wider would make it taller if you didn't make the profile lower. So yeah, the circumference on the 100 wheel is a little bit more than the 90. All right, but yeah, this is the stock size anyway. So okay. And also, one thing I want to put the new wheel on is I want to weigh these two and see what the difference in weight is. Okay, so the new wheel, okay, the tire with the wheel with the slick tire, it doesn't have a rear rotor. Okay, and it also has a warp 9 sprocket on it. So we'll see how much lighter that is. It should be lighter than this, and it's got less rubber. All right, it's not as wide, so you can definitely tell. Look at the difference in the profiles. All right, the wheel is like flush pretty much when you mount it. It's flush. In fact, it sticks out a whole lot. All right, this one is the opposite. This one, it's not. It's like it actually mounting inward. All right, it's going inward a little bit. The rim sticks out from the tire a whole lot. All right, but not enough to go past the side of the tire. All right, so you can see it's kind of the 100 has a more kind of mushrooms profile, and this one has a more flat profile. If I had to do it again, damn, if we put a 110 on this, it'll wind up looking like this. Okay, yeah, it'll be kind of like a mushroom shape. All right, this one is kind of a flat shape. So I think it would be better. I would think it would be better if it's flatter profile. You get better response out of the tire. All right, we'll see how much we can lean these bad boys over. All right, let's go. I got my weighing scale out here. I'm just gonna put the wheel on it, and I'll read what it says. All right, we got 14 pounds, 7.4 ounces. All right, 14 pounds, 7.4 ounces. for the new track wheel. All right, and remember this one is different. It's got no rear rotor, and it's got a Warp 9's aluminum sprocket on it. So this should be lighter. 14 pounds, 7.9 ounces. It's really light. 14. You think 14 pounds weighs more, but I can easily pick it up. Okay. Our old street wheel is 16 pounds, 7.6 ounces. So there you go. It's about 2 pounds of difference. All right. So the new wheel is 2 pounds lighter than this one. Also note that this probably has more rubber than that one. All right. And it's actually it's probably the same in my opinion, because this one is slick. All right. There's no cutouts there's no tread on it. All right. But this one is wider. It's got a wider tire, so it's going to have a little more rubber also. It's got more weights on it too. Okay. But yeah, so there you go. It's 2 pounds is the difference between this wheel and that wheel. This rim is also wider. All right. This is a 2.5. This is a 2.15 inch wheel. Okay. Pretty cool. So we saved 2 pounds on the bike, which is kind of, I guess it's a big deal because that's like rotational mass. All right, I'd imagine the rotor and having the steel sprocket on there made that difference. All right, but everything else probably not so much. Okay, but yeah, it's good as it's light. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and install this bad boy finally. Okay, ta-da! There it is. I know it looks kind of goofy because the front and back tires are like the same size tires. They really do look like the same size tires. Yeah, so another interesting thing we could check is like, yeah, if we were to install this tire on the stock wheel, what it would look like. All right. So I think it's a 1.8 inches. So this is what it looks like if you use the stock wheel. I think it looks a little flatter profile. I think it would be fine to use this 2.15 on the back. All right. So I think if I was to do it again, probably if you could find another rear Sur Ron wheel, all right, and then lace it to the front like I did, and then just keep the rear wheel like that, instead of like making it wider, then that would work also, okay, with the setup that I'm running. But potentially I could probably put a 110 in the future. All right, a 110 or a 100 will look good on this. All right, but you got options. Hades Mega's going to try this out for this season. All right, for this race season, we're going to go with the 90s. All right, 90 front and back. All right, and then maybe next time we can go with the 90 in the front and then a 110 in the rear. Okay, unfortunately we can't get like a 100. They don't sell like a 100 slick anywhere, so that's like a weird size. All right, however, they do sell it in this size for the Michelin tire. All right, but there it is. Let's take a closer look at it. Okay, no problems with interference anywhere. Okay, the chain doesn't come anywhere near the tire, so we don't have any rubbish with the chain. One good thing is we'll be able to put the tire warmers on more easily because the chain is farther away from the tire. All right. In fact, let's do that. Let's put the tire warmers on real quick. We'll just put the rear one on, all right, and then we'll see how easy it is to install. All right, it looks like it's pretty centered. The only way I can really tell how centered it is to measure, like maybe from the rim to the swing arm. All right, but I think it's fine. It's not touching anything, so I'm not gonna mess around with it. All right, there it is. No, it looks kind of weird. There's no rotor in the back. We're gonna try that out this season. I think ideally, I'm gonna go buy a rear brake caliper at some point, man. We'll put a rear brake on again. I feel that it's, you know, it's like a safety issue, but I think it should be okay. Okay, there it is. Man, the glue they use on that sticker, man. It's like it really is like a glue. All right, but there it is. Goes on nicely. It's bling bling. I like that wheel. That wheel looks freaking sick, man. And it's kind of cool that the Dunlop logo is right here, and then you got the Excel logos. They're like kind of, if I had another, yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. It looks cool. I wish there was another Dunlop logo right here, so like, you know, it's right across from it. I think they're all on, yeah, they're all on one side. They're all on this right here. Okay, well, that's what the other side looks like. Man, it looks sick. Those gloss black wheels. Phew! I like this Excel Takasago decal. I think I'm going to keep it. All right. So I'm going to take this warning label out. What is this warning label? Okay, it says warning: color may be damaged by certain chemicals, prolonged exposure to sun or abrasion. All right, it's pretty common sense stuff. All right, yeah, your wheels are going to change color if, you know, the sun hits it and certain chemicals get on it. That's what that is. So we'll take this. We're going to take this off, and then Hades Mega is going to put the rim decals on now. Okay. All right. All right. What time is it, guys? It's rim decal time. Yeah, there it is. So this is what we're going to install. If you remember, I already kind of went over it with the front wheel. The front wheel has it right now. Okay, you can kind of see. It's going to kind of look like that, but I'm going to try to make the back a little bit different. All right. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try to keep this Takasago XL logo on it because I think it looks freaking sweet. That's why. That's why. All right, this XL logo, I'm going to try to keep those on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the rim decal like around it. Okay, and so the way I measured it last time, all right, is if I cut like with a quarter, if I cut 3/4 of the white off, I can get I'll get it to end somewhere where the white is. Okay, so there's gonna be like a break in it. All right, it's gonna look a little funny, but that's okay. I want to keep these on here because they look, I like the look of it. It makes it look fancy. All right. Okay, so the first thing I got to do is clean the rim with alcohol. All right, and I'm just gonna get an accelerated clip of me putting it on there, and then we'll take a closer look when I'm done, just like I did the front. Okay. All right. Okay, Hayes Mega here, and there it is. It's done, completely done. I can't believe it. It does look kind of funny. It looks like it's got bicycle tires on it, but they're slick tires, man. All right. Yeah, I have this. It does look kind of funny without the rotor on there too, but it's okay. Okay, well there it is on both sides. So what I did is I cut it short. All right, cut the white part short, so so we could still see the Takasago XL logo on it. Okay, it looks good. All right, this decal is really forgiving stuff. All right, you can peel it off and put it back on as long as it's nice and clean. You know, it says it takes 24 hours for it to fully cure, so like it'll not be super sticky for like 24 hours. Okay, so it looks pretty rad. So the front one is all continuous. Okay, let me see if I can get this up. Let's give this one a spin. Okay, that's what that one looks like. Pretty cool. It's all white. It just looks like it just looks white when it spins. Okay, they're not reflective at all. Okay, not like the this one here. Okay, that's like a black or gray reflective. So if I turn the light off, see, it's like Tron. This one doesn't do that. Okay, so I'm gonna put my hand over the light. Nothing. Right? It does. It's really bright though. It really stands out. Okay, so that's the cool thing. All right, you can still see the Takasago XL logo. Let's fire it up real quick. You guys can get a good look at it spinning. Pretty rad, pretty rad. All right. All right. Okay, one more test before I finish this build video up. We're gonna test to see how easy it is to put the rear tire warmer on. Okay, I'm not worried about the front. I'm pretty sure the front will go on quite easy. I'm worried about. I'm more worried about the rear. However, with the 100 width tire, it comes really close to the chain. It's kissing the chain just like barely. So there's not a lot of space between the tire and the chain. So the tire warmer gets hung up on it when I put it on. So now that we're using the original tire size, all right, the 90 width tire, and there's a gap between the tire and the chain, it should be easier to get the tire warmers on. So that's one added bonus of going with the skinnier tire. Right, we got more clearance between the chain and the edge of the tire. Makes it easier to install the tire warmers. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and do it, and that'll be the end of it. Okay, I gotta find which ones are the rears. This is the front. Okay, this is the rear. Let's go ahead and do it. You should be a pro at this, Hayes Mega, because you got to do this at the track many times. All right, so just gotta go find a spot to put it in. Right here looks good. Come on, right here. Okay, this in here. This is actually supposed to be for a wider tire, by the way, guys. I don't know how this will fit. Okay. Oh, there we go. It cleared the chain pretty easily. All right, I gotta make sure I pull it pretty tight now. Okay, and voila, tire warmers are installed. Probably do a better job. It's not quite on there very well. Come on, please, Megan. All right, there you go. Yeah, it's kind of bunching up a little bit. Yeah, it kind of wants a bigger tire. I'm not gonna lie. I think it'd fit better with the other tire, man. But that's how it's gonna have to be. All right, guys. There it is. It looks like there's too much on this side. No, that's fine. Yeah, it fits between the chain and the thing a lot easier. So this will be easier to use at the track now. That's good. See but it moves quite easily now. So that's good. There's a gap there now. So if we had run the 115, we would have had to dish the wheel this way, all right? We'd have to move the rim to the left, so it wouldn't touch the chain as much. So so I think going with the 90 was probably the best choice. All right, especially it makes it more convenient at the track to use these tire warmers. Okay, so let's go take them off real quick. See how easy it is to take them off, and then that'll be the end of the tire warmer fitment dealie. All right, you just peel them back here. All right, pull them off. Oh yeah, piece of cake, man. And they're off. All right, voila. We're gonna have to do that multiple times at the track. So the reason that you want to use tire warmers is that every time you heat cycle these tires, it reduces the life of the tire. All right, and won't be, you know, it won't be as grippy as it should be. All right, if you keep on heat cycling it, or basically it means heating it up, cooling it down, heating it up, cool it down. So when you're at the racetrack, you want to try to cycle that as least as possible. So once you get off the racetrack, you put them back on the tire warmers. Try to keep the heat in the tires the whole day while you're there. That way you're not cycling it too much. You're probably, instead of cycling it like 5 or 6 times, then you're cycling it like 1 or 2 times, okay? And that increases the life of your tires, okay? Tires not cheap, man. Even this one. Alright, this is probably cost twice as much as the Michelin Pilot tires, alright? So hopefully that extra cost helps us get on the podium. Alright, so there we go. Tire warmer fits pretty nicely. Alright, here's Big out. Alright, Hazebig here, and that is it. Alright, so this is the final video for the track wheel build setup for 2022. For Hazebig will be racing this in Supermoto USA this year. We'll see how these Moto 3s work out. Alright, I don't know. I've never ridden with slicks before. I've never ridden a Sur Ron with really sticky tires before, okay? You can't really get sticky tires for the Sur Ron, alright, in my opinion. If you run like I've seen people, they run like a mini moto setup, like a 12-inch wheels, and you could probably get some sticky tires in that, but this will not be, that won't be as good in the dirt from what I heard. So I need this to be able to ride in the dirt and on the pavement. So this is the best compromise right here. Okay, is what I'm gonna say. You can still ride this in the dirt. I know I've never ridden with slicks in the dirt too. A lot of people say like, yeah, it's kind of sketchy, but hey, I see the guys out there riding on 450s, and they're riding on slicks too in the dirt, and you know, if they can do it, I can do it. That's what I say. All right, I've been doing it with the Michelin Pilot Sport tires. Those are actually pretty good tires in the dirt, believe it or not. Just because it's got no knobs doesn't mean it's not good in the dirt. Okay. Now if you hit mud or anything like that, yeah, that could be a problem. All right, but anyway. So I'm finally done with the track build project. I started this in the winter time, and now it's in the middle of summer, all right? So it took me almost 3 seasons to finish it, all right? And then pretty much when the fall season starts will be when the Supermoto racing season starts, okay? We're gonna have it's called a triple header or something, a triple crown event, and the championship is 3 races, all right? The first race is going to be in Reno, and I think I'm not really sure, the second and third race, one of them is going to be in Sonoma, all right, where we usually race, and then the other is going to be in Reading, okay? So, cool stuff. I've never raced at Reno before, so that should be something new and fun, is what I want to say. Yeah, so there it is, okay? I did the front, and now I just got done with the back, and the last thing I did was put the rim decals on there. Alright, so look forward to some testing videos. Alright, this is the last build video for my wheels, but I'm going to take it around the neighborhood and test it out to see how it is. I think it should be fine. I tighten up the spokes and it seems alright. And I just blipped the throttle and it seems okay. Okay, yeah, so we'll take it for a quick spin around the block sometime this week maybe. And then we got to get this out to the racetrack. I'm gonna head out to Sonoma Raceway on when they have like an open track day for motorcycles and karts. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna have to take it to the racetrack and then test the warmers out and everything, and see how the bike handles and everything before we actually go race it. Okay. And we'll have to see how well Hazebig built these wheels. To tell you the truth, Hazelberg is kind of scared to ride the bike because I've never built wheels before, you know, and like if the wheel falls apart or while you're riding hard, I don't know what's gonna happen. It could be freaking bad. So yeah, honestly, kind of scared to ride it because but that's why we got to take it to the racetrack and we've got to test it. All right. So really, I'm only going to use these wheels when we go to the racetrack. Okay. It would be a waste, you know, to ride it with them on the street, and obviously you don't want to be riding with these on the street. Oh. Okay, yeah, so my camera light ran out of power, so so that's the end of the video. That's the end of the build. Thanks for watching. Check out the testing videos. We're gonna go around the neighborhood, and then we're gonna go to the racetrack and test it out, and then we're gonna go battle it out in September, Supermoto USA 2022. All right, thanks for watching. Build video, track wheel build video complete.